The game you are about to watch was recorded at CarlCon 2023 and is commentated by Carl and Ron. CarlCon is a 32-person tournament at Solano Brewing Company in Vacaville, California. It is, in many ways, the second wind of the West Coast, with beer and just incredible tables, as you'll see throughout the course of this series. CarlCon 2024 is September 7th, and tickets go on sale February 12th.
CarlCon. Hey, welcome everybody. It's Carl here bringing you a Game 1 from CarlCon 2023. And I've got Ron with me.
How's it going, guys?
We've got our good friend Eric from the Sacramento area playing Hellfire Club.
And on the other side, it looks like we got Ryan Smith out of Vacaville
Yeah,
playing
he's
Midnight Suns.
Midnight Suns. So we've got Paranoia and Gamma Wave are our scenarios. Looks like Eric's gone a little spicy with some Enchantress, Medusa, and Bill. Well, you know, Bill's the common pick here. And Emma's been placed down.
So far on Ryan's side, looks like he's got Blade, Immortal Hulk. Can't quite see who's there next to Hulk. And looks like a Wong.
I think it's Moon Knight, maybe?
Looks like it, yeah.
Oh, no, it's probably Wong. You're right. It's Wong.
Yeah, it's Wong.
Yeah, and we're playing at, so this must be 8, 12,
16?
16.
Looks like they're playing 16,
Yep,
yeah.
the 16 Paranoia. All right, so Immortal Hulk right down the middle, the big purple Immortal Hulk. It's pretty fun. So
Flanked
one
by
of the
Blade
cool
on his
things...
side.
What's that? Go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying he's flanked by Blade on his side on
Yep.
deployment.
So he's all set there. Black Cat's already down. Is that Black Cat? Yeah, Black Cat's already down on the the crater there.
Yeah.
So the fun part about CarlCon, so we held CarlCon at Solano Brewing Company in Vacaville. It was the first CarlCon we've done, and 32 players. It was a great time, at least in my opinion. But one of the fun things I chose to do was make sure that we had 16 unique boards. And so we're staring right now at one of my favorites, the Ego board. As you can see, his silly-looking face in the middle of the battle always brings me joy when I walk by the board and I can see somebody's thrown the nose or been pummeled into an eyeball.
Who made these boards, by the way?
So these are all boards that I made. Throughout the video series, we've got four rounds recorded from CarlCon. We'll have a different board for each. And they were a lot of fun to put together. And I've got a few ideas for CarlCon 2024. It won't be quite as crazy, but I've got a couple cool ideas, hopefully to surprise people.
Very exciting. Alright, looks like they're getting going here. Blade moves up once. Lexi's got a double move and pick up Paranoia.
He's hanging out there over by the Watcher, who's never going to interfere, but keeps an eye on the game itself and on the top of the board.
Nope, he's neutral. The all-knowing Watcher.
There's the damage from the Paranoia. Yeah. They're double checking the rules on whether they get power from Paranoia, which they don't, but
right.
They want to make sure they get this right. Playing eyes on the prize. Even though he's going second, taking eyes is a little dangerous, but it seems to work out for him.
Wonder if that mouthpiece might be getting in the way a little bit, depending on his positioning. I don't know, it looks like he's got it.
Yeah, he's got it. He's going to pick a snack out of Ego's mustache or something there.
That's what it was.
So I'm wondering how this central brawl is going to work out with Immortal Hulk. He's quite the challenge in like a few games I've had against him. So we'll have to see if he can beat the heck out of this Hellfire Club.
Yeah, you got to think he's probably just thinking running straight down the middle. Be interesting to see if he goes at build. Does he dive for Emma?
Yeah, I'd want to see who else is going to have these extracts and probably go for those. But Bill's probably his least, probably not his first target, right?
Yeah, probably not. He's probably thinking something either Emma's at, and he has a Enchantress on that side.
He sure does.
So I know in the early game she's pretty unenticing to go at, but for a brawl, could be siding in Hulk's advantage.
Absolutely. Looks like Hulk's gonna come. Let's see. So Wong's gonna come stand on the back Emma.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the first day of an event like this, you usually get, or the first game of an event like this, I usually get a little of the shakes too. Like you kind of get awkward with the tools and things. And I'm sure the players.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, it doesn't help. I'm naturally clumsy, but yeah, the first game is definitely a little bit of jitters.
Absolutely. So I think he meditated, walked and meditated is what I think happened there.
Yeah.
So this would have been before the slight buff Wong got recently with his amazing +1 physical stamina. So,
hey man, that's a difference maker. That one dice gotta save you games.
So the other fun part about this board is see these weird like hexagonal shaped bubbles that are on Eo's face. My son turned to me and he had these little toys that were in, I don't know, were like random toys you get in these containers, and he opens them up and he gets whatever toy it is. I'm sure he barely played with it, but he brings them to the case to me and he goes, "Dad, you should use this for your marble terrain." And I looked at it going, I have no idea what I'm going to do with this, but I looked at him and said, "You got it. I will find a place for it." And when I was cooking up the Eagle board, I was looking at art, and they've got these weird hexagonal shapes on Ego often in the art. And I'm like, this is exactly what we're going to do.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. No, definitely fitting for the board.
And then the eyes were made out of like Easter eggs that I bent and then fit into like foam. That's the eyeball itself was an Easter egg piece. So a lot of these were put together from parts that I just had around.
You got to think about doing some DIY terrain videos.
Yeah, that might be a good idea.
Get the rest of us up to your level. Looks like Eric activated, moves Medusa up, grabs one of the center paranoias.
Yep.
Very, very scary that she's sitting there on the midline with Hulk unactivated.
With a big size 3 nose and 2 size 3 eyeballs pretty close. So, yeah, I'd be scared. I forget, can she throw size? No, she can only throw characters, right? Yeah.
I believe so, yeah.
Yep. Ooh, here comes the one below all. This gives the Immortal Hulk a lot more mobility.
It's almost like he heard me. To bump.
So we don't have a lot of Midnight Suns players in our area, so I don't get a lot of practice, but we're recording this just after LVO 2024, and I played into some Midnight Suns, and it felt really scary fighting Immortal Hulk with all the mobility he has. So I can see this being a problem here.
Yeah, my first round was against Christian Charling, a very well-known Midnight Suns player, and he grabbed the win, and it was a very, very tight game. But yeah, the way he piloted it, Suns can definitely be slept on if you don't know what's coming.
I think Medusa blocked all of those punches. Oh no, she took one out of
It
that?
wasn't, yeah,
Ooh,
doesn't look like he got a throw off either.
didn't get the throw. Gonna punch him again though. Only two, so another one damage punch. I think Hellfire's excited to see one damage at a time like that. You know, it's
Oh, they'll take that. Yeah, absolutely.
yes, please.
That's winning for them. Yeah, the initial whiff definitely uh, very unfortunate, but we'll see if that averages out throughout the game.
Yeah, those 7 dice builders, pretty brutal.
Sounds like Eric's just explaining the nuances of the Hellfire leadership.
Yeah, as I like to say it is, Emma says you have to play scenario, and if you don't, she punishes you and takes your things.
Sounds about right.
All right, Enchantress is coming out. Maybe she's going for the other paranoia.
She beaming the Hulk? Looks like it, yep.
Out of range.
Ah.
They're debating the sizes, so the nose is definitely a 3.
Size 3 nose plays.
So the other fun thing is Nate, famous from the Taco Truck Discord, is my other judge at CarlCon. And he would, whenever he made sure the boards were set, he would give Ego a different face. Maybe it'd be frowny face Ego or smiley face Ego, just by adjusting the eyes and the nose and such. And give him a little mini game to have fun with.
There you go, another advantage of CarlCon, ever evolving board states
There we
before
go.
the game starts. Different Ego every time.
All right, so Enchantress is going to go get that other paranoia, and we're going to score some points.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he can stay within 2 of Bill, and they can get their bonus.
Seems that way. It doesn't look like doesn't look like the other guy has much options to punish him sitting on the midline like that.
Yeah, not anymore. I think I would have liked Hulk going later. Ooh, he's going
Yeah.
straight in there. Ooh.
Asking for it.
No damage because Medusa's there hanging out.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine this Hellfire with the old school Enchantress and old school Medusa before they made those changes? This would have been actually a crazy squad.
I agree. I wonder if Eric knows he's not playing Old Enchantress.
Well, he does have the sideways cards, so we know they got changed. But maybe he hasn't checked the rules.
He's he's thinking of the old rules.
All right, he's got a black cat on the Midnight Suns left.
I think that's another pick that I'm a little skeptical on, especially for a central brawl. I know Cat's definitely handy to hand out those staggers, but I don't
Yeah.
see
There's not a
anyone on
sweet
Eric's
target
side.
here, right?
Yeah,
I'd,
absolutely.
I'd rather a Moon Knight or maybe even an Iron
Yeah,
Fist here.
absolutely. Hmm. I mean, I'm sure the steel could come in handy at some point in the game, but I mean, she's got nowhere to run, so
Right, and this is pre-nerf Black Cat or pre-adjustment, so the
that's
steel
right.
is a superpower, and crits do explode. So she's a little squishier, but the steel is much better. I think she's just going to come stand on that gamma. That's what it seems like. Maybe prepare for steel for later. They're debating if she's a wall crawler. Unfortunately, she's not.
She's not that kind of web warrior.
Nope. She's an opportunistic web warrior, right?
That's right.
All right. Now what's Emma gonna do? I don't know. She doesn't have a lot of choices unless she's got line of sight to Hulk over there. It's hard to tell.
Looks like did they? Is that a size 3 that you guys knows?
It's a suit size 3. Oh, so definitely can see over it. So it's just a range question.
Yeah. He probably moves and fishes for the advance on her builder.
That's what I'd be after. Oh, she's gonna go up and shoot Black Cat, I think. Checking for stealth range. Okay, yeah, they're in range.
Hey, Korean, she's in range.
I never count on these happening. Like this is always bonus points if we can get that hit wild.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Never plan on it.
You love it when you get them though.
Oh, looks like he got it.
Looks like you got it.
Crunch, take 3. Probably forgot the cover. Oops.
Yeah.
Should only take 2.
Mm-hmm. Vance's cat a little bit into Narnia territory, so she
Yeah,
takes
she'll
the gamma
take
damage.
gamma damage too, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So this is early in the day. It's before the bar opened up. So some of the fun that happens with CarlCon is that the bar opens up and there are lots of drinks and beers. September, so September, Northern California is a little hot. And one of the fun things I enjoyed was the pina coladas and the frozen drinks they had going, which was fun. So maybe the future videos we'll see a couple people with cocktails or something along those lines.
Heck yeah. Yeah, I've got to say, like, I'm not a huge drinker, but every time I come through Vacaville, I make a pass through the brewery, bring home a 64-ounce growler of their sour beers. Very,
Their
very
sours
tasty.
are fun. Ooh, 6 points. Good job, Eric. That's a big lead.
Commanding lead there. Yep.
I like the bleed token for the score tracker for Midnight Suns, showing off Blade's necessities here. Bleed and Black Hat take gamma damage.
A little bit of priority math going on.
Yep. Power phase. There we go.
Gonna need some big turns out of the Suns this round. Big activations.
Yeah, I think I go for Medusa here and just see if I can get her off the board.
Yeah.
Get that paranoia back. Maybe throw some stuff into Medusa because you're going to have to eventually, but she doesn't like stuff being thrown at her.
Right.
I don't know all the tactics cards. I assume Eric's got Brace.
I also don't hate Blade activating early hopping and doing some throwing glaives into Medusa.
Yeah. So it'd have to walk and then punch her because he doesn't have the advance trigger on the
Oh
on
yeah,
his
we're talking
builder
free
yet.
Blade. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so he'd have to walk and punch, which is still fine.
Right.
I don't think the bump would get him within 2. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I was thinking more along the lines of doing the throwing glaives. I think he's got the
Okay,
range if he bumps.
that makes sense.
But the katana definitely would have helped too. Alright, looks like he activated Cat,
Okay.
stole the extract off of Enchantress. And looks like
Did he attack first? Oh no, we got shot. That makes sense. Okay.
Okay.
So steal it off Enchantress, and then walk away maybe?
I would hope so.
They're checking on whether the steal gives damage to from Paranoia, and the answer is no. He might have wanted to punch Enchantress before he walked because it wasn't an action. So
Yeah, maybe he was worried about having to spend power to bypass her
yeah, still
defense tech.
free shot,
But
right? Or maybe he
yeah.
wants to get further away. That makes a little sense.
Alright, looks like we're going back to Eric.
Oh, Medusa's gonna go. Here we go.
I always having
But
second thoughts.
I don't know what you do into the Hulk either. Like,
I don't know either.
go after him, or do you?
Yeah.
Bills on 3 power. I'd really like a walk, throw, walk kind of bill if it were me, but I'm not sure that lines up. Even a walk, summon the storm to shock him might be good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just the scary thing is just you can't really depend on displacing Immortal Hulk. I mean, especially under Suns, where you get that bump is just so
It's true.
so good.
I mean, he's got a Gamma Leap, he's got a bump. That's
Yeah.
basically like a medium or long move, right?
Right.
It's just... Ooh, Medusa might go for Blade. That's interesting. Maybe push him into Narnia some more.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're in 3. Get him. Eric has so much fun with the abilities, right? He's
Yeah,
gonna
absolutely.
whip the hair back and forth at Blade. I love it.
She's got a push wild trigger on her builder, does she not?
She sure does. He doesn't get the wild. He rolls pretty bad there. He's gonna human ear roll though.
A little rough. Yeah. It's already doubting the reroll.
It won't do anything if you don't take it.
Yeah. Could have fished for that wild.
There's the wild.
There it is.
Did he get the crit? No crit, because that would have been for the flurry.
Doesn't look like it. Yeah.
Oh, maybe he did get it.
Yeah, it looks like the dive roll on the table might have been a crit.
Got it.
Blade takes 2. Didn't have the power to do supernatural senses for the rerolls.
Oof. He really needs that part of his kit.
Yeah. Axe again from the flurry. Looks like he's got 3 successes so far.
Yep. There's the rerolls now. Try to keep them going. No love.
Kind of interesting decision on that. If you knew you were only going to take 1 damage, I think maybe you just take the damage and the power that comes with it.
Yeah, that's probably right. That way you can come in and maybe spend her. I don't know how much he's on. He's on 2 power now. He'd been on 3. Maybe even 4, right? Because you'd been at 4.
Yeah.
How much is that spender? That spender costs 4. So yeah, maybe he can Knight of the Damn Fair. Walk. Although he will be pretty far back. Oh, he's pulling him in.
Oh, he's bringing him to the party. Very interesting.
All right. All right. You have to go the whole distance, Eric. Oh, there we go. Cool. You
There
got
it
it.
is.
We got there. Ooh, now he's going to throw him to the moon. Okay, I like this. Gets him pretty far out. Oh, he's throwing the eyeball at him. No brace. Midnight Suns player doesn't have brace.
Oh, that's a rough.
So I think he threw him back into the eyeball. Oh, no,
Yeah.
he's throwing him.
For the.
Yep. For the days. And then puts the paranoia on the moon.
So in that situation, I know he put the extract out in Narnia. In your experience, would you have put it closer to you? Maybe Emma makes a grab for it, or do you think he's just forcing Ryan to decide if he goes for the side extract or come back to the middle?
I think, yeah, that's an interesting call. The problem with putting Emma over there is, sometimes she can just get pummeled by a Hulk. So keeping her away from
Right.
Hulk is good. This might make him make the choice of, do I bring Blade in for some damage, or do I go get that paranoia and have a whole nother turn without Blade? So I kind of like that decision making.
Yeah, absolutely.
Of either damage or not. So one of the things they were checking there is CarlCon Bingo, which I'm going to throw up on the screen here for a minute. In our event, we had bingo cards for all prizes but the top trophy. And so they were things like Uno, the other player plays all of the cards or has only 1 tactics card left. Or the free space was Avengers Assembled, and you have a fully painted roster. So this was a lot of fun. A lot of people had a good time with it, but they were checking their bingo cards to see if there was something they could mark off. It's been a lot of fun for people at CarlCon.
Yeah, absolutely. That was definitely a huge selling point of CarlCon. I can't even comment on the chaos that came from bingo in some of the later rounds of everyone colluding, trying to fill up their bingo squares. It was awesome to see.
It was a lot of fun.
A lot of awkward board states that you wouldn't normally see in a normal game.
Which for me was a lot of fun to watch. Ryan here was actually the winner, the only person that got everybody filled out, all the cards filled out, and he was just having a blast throughout the whole event, just making sure it was there. And a lot of people were. There were a few people that just didn't participate in it because they were playing there to play Marvel. But I found that gave a good, fun set of dynamics of the event, right?
Yeah, it definitely influences a lot, ensures participation throughout the whole event. I know we have a lot of ultra competitive players that'll show up to this and they just want to focus on winning, which is totally understandable.
Yep.
But it definitely incentivizes you to just keep playing regardless of your standings in the event.
Absolutely. And Eric here was really helpful in figuring out some of these squares. He came up with lists and lists of crazy things that happened, and I had to do all the editing because there was some kooky stuff he had figured out. But that kind of excitement's fun because it allows you to try different things. I've had a lot of people reach out to me since to see, hey, do you have any other ideas? I want to use something like that. So that was been pretty fun.
Nice.
All right, Hulk's going crazy.
There we go.
Is this into Enchantress?
Looks like it. I don't think he spent the 2 power to attack her.
But now he's spending 2 for bats.
Okay.
Get his wild.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think he did spend. He only had 2. Oh, no, maybe not. Throws into Medusa. Play some ping pong with the other players.
So he gets 2 damage on Entrances before the throw, and then she's going to take 1 from the collision.
Blocks 2 from the throw.
2, yep.
Oh, down goes Medusa.
Nice.
Is he sending this back to Wongers? I think so.
Yeah, I don't hate that.
No. It's not like he's got anybody who can go get it anyway.
Right.
Siege of Darkness. Here we
Oh,
go.
here he comes.
Just
Looks like he's going all in with Siege and just relying on Hulk to do a lot of the heavy lifting.
So we can't pay for the discount on Enchantress? Or the defense discount?
Chipping away at it, Enchantress.
Oof, I think that's going to daze Enchantress.
Yeah.
Just throw her into
Looks like he's
Medusa.
just trying to displace her rather than... Oh, maybe he might be setting up for Wong to... No, well, no, he didn't pay with Wong to do Siege.
Nope. We got a judge call.
Sounds like there was some debate as to whether there was collision damage off of a Daze model.
Yep, and he does throw it into Medusa, which I think is the right call, because I don't think
Right.
she's going to collide into anything in the other direction.
Yeah.
And Hulk will pick that up. I don't think there's any friends within 2, so doesn't he take 1?
Yeah, that might have been a missed ruling.
I don't see the paranoia. Where did Chantress's paranoia go? Two.
Oh, I think he dropped it next to Wong. Or no,
Oh,
that was
that's the one
off
from
of
Medusa. And Chantress didn't
Yeah.
have one. I got it now. Yeah, that makes sense now. Yeah, because it's on Bill and then on the moon. I think Bill wants to just walk up and throw Hulk into Wong.
And Chuck, what? Yep.
I mean, that's
Yep, that's
we
what
know
I
he
was
doesn't
seeing.
embrace.
Right. Here it comes.
Yep. I like this. He might even punch Hulk first. Nope.
Here it is.
Just gonna chuck him.
You love to see it.
Bonk.
Casual incoming 5 damage.
Yeah. This is old one.
Did Ryan not bring brace at all?
He didn't.
Oh,
Yeah, I heard him say it to Eric earlier.
Man.
Just took 4.
I know we like to say that brace is kind of an overplayed card, but definitely would have liked it in this situation.
I think it's a necessary card given how good throwing terrain is.
Right.
Unless you had a couple of like brace like equivalents that were maybe less powerful or something like that, I think it has to exist.
Do you run brace in your Hellfire list?
Absolutely, and I play it 9 times out of 10.
For sure, yeah.
It's basically into shield when I don't.
Shield, huh?
Yeah.
Don't know any of those players.
Nope. Those guys with guns don't throw things very often.
No. They don't need to.
That's why we take fallback.
Uh-huh. For those of you who don't know, I'm primarily a shield player. A spicy shield player. I like to add in my own play styles, but the gunline stuff is tried and true.
I think at this event, were you running the Mal's shield build?
No, I don't think I was doing Unga Bunga shield for this event. I think I went with normal gunline shield.
Normal gunline. I don't remember. Did we get you on stream for this one? No.
I believe we had a game. My game was with Alec.
Oh.
Alec's Convocation. So.
Looking forward to that one. That's our round 2. We've got that one recorded.
Yeah, absolutely.
That should be fun. I think Vodka Blitz has claimed the commentary on that one. He wants to watch the claw action with Convocation.
There's definitely action, I'll tell you that much. Yeah, now that I think about it, I did run normal gunline shield because that was pre-nerf Bucky. He massacred my boy for no reason.
No reason.
Didn't do anything to anybody. No, he was not. He was not. Perfectly balanced.
I got one game in with Bucky before they banned Blind Obsession and Shadowlands Daredevil, and that was...
Oh, yeah. That was the combo.
All right, here we go. We're Hellfiring leadership. Just to give Bill 1 power. Still worth it. Sets him up for a God Hunter or even a God Hunter throw, right? Because God Hunter is 4.
Yeah.
God Hunter costs 3, so he'll have 6 power next turn. Perfect. He could God Hunter, then throw if he's still alive. So if we didn't hear Nate, they're checking on whether you get the bonus point from the paranoia from Day's characters, and the answer is no, because Day's characters never contribute to scoring. All right, Eric takes the 3.
Ryan's got to be a little worried. I'm sure he was hoping for a little bit more on that round, especially during the siege activation.
Yeah, for sure. We're flipping Blade. Good thing he's not taking any gamma damage because that happens in cleanup. I just don't know what you do with him. Do you go after Emma with him, or do you go pick up the paranoia?
Yeah, it's definitely a rough board state for him. Yeah, I know. Either way, it's kind of it's not going to feel great.
Nope. I think if you're going to punch anybody with Blade, though, you go after Bill. He's right there.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
That Mystic defense is a little low. All right, what's I-Hulk going to do now?
He's going to activate Hulk first. Grabs the paranoia.
I don't know how much power he's on. He looks like he's on 6, so okay. Yeah, should be all right. Chantress is on full power too, so she'll be able to steal stuff.
Yep, she's got that online. I can't tell what the rest of Eric's cards are, but going after Enchantress means he's got the power to bypass all that. Okay.
I don't know what the rest are. I know he's got mission objective. I think here you go after Bill. He's the biggest threat. Yeah, Enchantress can steal stuff, but I think you want to make sure you don't lose your Hulk.
Yeah, I personally would have went with Blade. Try to go after Bill.
So he's going for Bill.
Mm-hmm. Looking good for Ryan's rolls.
And it's a 5.
It's like 5 incoming. Bill's got an honor bound towards the Hulk.
I wonder what his goal here is to get it closer. Maybe he's going to try to pop a Wong or something. I don't know. Or maybe stand on the back gamma if he lives. He's trying to get Bill out of the threat range in case he hits that wild on the throw.
That's fair. Looks like he's going to Bill again.
Ooh, that's a good roll.
Yeah.
Six. I think that's a dead Bill.
Bill's going down, yep. Sounds like Ryan forgot to give himself power off the first attack.
Yep, but we got it all squared away. That's good stuff. I think he's at a range for mission objective. Oh, Eric told me about this. This is a misplay on not understanding how mission objective works, which is okay. Well, if the judge was watching, we'd get it fixed. But he's placing the token in Narnia. Can't actually do that. You'd have to place it, pass it to a character within 2.
Pass it, right.
Yeah.
Alright, so beta gray bill dazes. Super daze corn Eric.
I like it.
What does Blade do, or Hulk do next?
So he's punched him twice. He's going to do anything else? He's got plenty of power. He could throw an eyeball or throw a character. He could hop forward.
Yeah.
But Enchantress can bow him too to get him off any points. Fortunately, I think the sun's mobility got lost in this one for Hulk. It helped him turn 1. Didn't pay off, but
right.
on Gamma, it's not nearly as powerful. I played into Suns on Senators, and oh my gosh, the bump makes a huge difference on that scenario. He's going to throw Enchantress into Emma. Fortunately, Emma's got Brace on a stick. She can just say, I don't take collision damage, so...
Yeah, for 2 power.
Which Eric plays.
Which is what she does.
It's pretty much why 9 times out of 10 you leave Emma in this form. Like, just
right.
2 dice is fine for physical things.
And if she dazes, I mean, she's usually just flipping with a bunch of power online for next turn anyway. Get that spender off.
Which is what you want to be doing. All right, that's all for iHulk.
Yeah, I don't think Ryan has the enough attrition to dig back into the game that way. So maybe Blade and Wong go after Paranoias, and you just accept they're in Narnia.
I mean, Eric's a little trouble here, given... I mean, he's way ahead on points, but he doesn't have any extracts. So,
right.
I don't know how he solves that.
But then again, Ryan doesn't exactly have a great backline defense right now, so
right.
maybe
There's
Eric...
no threats left. I mean, Blade's a little bit, but... So he's shooting Blade. He gets the trigger.
Gets 4 without doing supernatural senses.
Well, he couldn't have anyway because it's Emma.
Oh, gotcha. That's right.
Yeah, as we say in the shop, you have no choices.
So good.
So I like this. Get him way out of the game. Can Hulk withstand the mine bullets?
Yeah.
It doesn't get the trigger.
2, yep.
Oh, maybe he did.
Maybe got off the crit.
I can't see that last die. Yeah, is it a wild?
Yeah, it is.
So Hulk will be able to get right back into the game here, but it at least takes him off the point.
Right.
I think this puts Eric in a really good spot.
Yeah, I don't picture Ryan committing Wong or Cat for the mid lane. Middle gamma.
I mean, you can't ask much more from Emma right there. She just said, you have removed a 4 threat from the game for a while and removed a scoring opportunity. That sounds fantastic. So I think Wong goes and gets that paranoia before anybody else can.
That's my thinking.
It does kind of put him in Narnia because he's going to have to and take gamma damage, but... Or does Blade come get it and then set himself up for a better next turn and leave the other paranoia on the moon?
Yeah, Ryan's definitely got a interesting decision here to make. All right, it looks like he's activating Cat first.
Okay. Maybe Stagger and Medusa?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that sounds good. Reduce her output, reduce her chances of getting in a scenario piece.
Yeah. Looks like he bumps first. Spends 2 for the troublemaker.
Ooh, no blocks, doesn't matter. Probably only be 1 damage. Thump. Gets all the things.
I feel like that's always the case with Black Hat's troublemaker. You spike damage with that roll, but just like Shuri off of her gainer.
Let's get 8 successes on Troublemaker. Yay!
Hey,
and probably no
1,
wilds,
yep.
right?
Yeah. That's usually how it works, yeah.
Yeah. In fact, Troublemaker you often want to do no damage because it's just not worth it.
Counterproductive, yeah, absolutely. She spends 2 to grappling hook back into position, or did he bump?
I think he walked.
No, he bumped.
Bump?
Yeah, okay.
Maybe
he was just measuring to make sure he's
Yeah. The weird part though is Wong going and getting the objective versus standing right there are the same points because of the bonus from the paranoia. So I'm not sure what you want to be doing there. Maybe you get it just to deny the point from somebody else.
Not to mention he's within range of Medusa doing whatever she wants. I know she's staggered, but she probably move attacks, throws or something. Or move throws.
Walk onto the point maybe, then and then Royal Decree maybe? I don't know where to.
Now I don't remember. I know there's a lot of stuff going on at CarlCon. Did you guys have a crokinole? If that's even how you pronounce it, a crokinole board going on?
That's exactly it. Yeah, copying the Second Wind Chicago guys. There's a lot of inspiration I took from them. But yeah, I brought my crokinole board and had that going on the side for anybody that wanted to play a little side game between rounds if your round went quick and things like that. And there were people that took advantage of it. It was good stuff.
Yeah, it looked like a blast.
it's a silly and fun game, and is actually got a lot of skill to it. So it's pretty cool. The dexterity game of flicking these little tiles around. It's great.
Oh, awesome.
Oh, we did get a daze out of the Black Cat.
Oh, right on.
And so Medusa will be able to pick that up. She won't take damage if she's within 2 of Bill, because even though they don't contribute to scoring, he's right there.
Yeah.
I think Eric's got this in good hands now that he's gotten that extract off. Feels
in
really
the driver's
strong.
seat.
So then what's Blade's game plan here? I think I'd want to get him back into the mix, right? So come over here, grab the extract.
Right.
Walk, maybe bump on top of it, pick it up, throw the thing.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound amazing, but it sounds like a turn that is at least...
Yeah.
Oh, we can pick it up from there. That's nice.
Okay.
Probably bump and walk and then deny the back point from Medusa, because that's 2
From
points.
Medusa, yeah. Right.
Although Wong is still healthy, so... Medusa's not.
He just has Eric just has an Enchantress left on his side to activate.
So he can walk bow, so...
Yeah.
He's got to have 2 things back there to deny those 2 points. Oh, good. I like the bump up onto the eye.
A little bit awkward.
You could get things on them. They're just not perfect.
Yeah.
Terrain should be a little in the way. It shouldn't always be just cubes, right? Otherwise, you
I wasn't saying anything about the terrain. I'm just saying he's having trouble staying stable.
I get a lot of weird comments. They're like, "Well, the mouth should have been all flat." No, it shouldn't.
Right? Yeah, I get it.
One of our locals complains that I don't make things for the big bases to land on all the time. I'm like, yeah, actually, I measure how big these little platforms should be, and I make conscious decisions. Should this be a small base, medium base?
Yeah,
people to
absolutely.
fit here. I'm also working toward making sure people have a lot more terrain on boards. I've been to a few events where I was really unsatisfied with like the volume of terrain given the guidelines AMG has. So I like a little chart and a spreadsheet on how many points of which sizes we're all going to have to try to make sure that the boards feel within the guidelines.
Yeah, definitely.
He's going to bow Hulk away. Kind of like walk, bow Wong better. His Hulk's going to come back.
Yeah, right.
Because Hulk's got, like 6 power. He'll have 8, I think, next turn. So he can be wherever he wants.
I think Eric might also just be dividing the fights on Ryan's side.
That's fair. Well, Blade's on the back point. I guess this is better now.
Right.
Yep.
So now is CarlCon this year the same date, same time as last year?
Yeah, we're doing a similar weekend. It'll be September 7th, 2024. Tickets are not quite on sale yet. They'll be, as of recording this date, today is February 1st. So tickets will go on sale sometime soon. We'll make sure to get good announcements out there, but we're looking forward to it. It'll be 32 again. We're not going any bigger for a while. Just there's logistics in going larger than 32 players. 5 rounds in a day is still quite a bit of a journey for a lot of people. Yeah.
Right.
People were tired even though they had a good time. But a lot of interest. People reached out to me going, "Hey, when's CarlCon? I really had fun." So looking forward to it.
Good, good. We're all excited for it.
Yeah, we had little like baskets of fruit snacks and things like that all around. Make sure people had, little bursts of energy and granola
Yeah.
bars and what have you. And just trying to make sure everybody knew that this is supposed to be a fun event and it's good
Well, it was.
stuff.
I know that the general consensus is a lot of the. It's probably the best event a lot of us have been to. So it's definitely
Thank
something
you.
I'd recommend to the public.
I like
Very, very
that.
well thought out and organized, and everyone had a blast. That's what's most important.
Absolutely. I'm glad. I'm glad people seem to think that.
I mean, I didn't win it, so I didn't have that much fun.
Oh
But I mean,
well,
it
but
was all
see,
right. It was all right.
there's two win conditions at CarlCon, right? You could win the Marvel event and go undefeated. I mean, people win events all the time, all over the place, so that's not that special. I mean, it's cool
That's
and all,
true. Yeah,
but bingo is where the big prizes are, right? So
absolutely.
other than the trophy, I have a championship coin for CarlCon that went to first place, and other than that, and the LVO invite, all prizes went across bingo. So. The alternative win condition makes things a lot of fun.
100%. And you were also doing best in affiliation token
That's true.
prizes too.
Yeah, we had little tokens for everyone. I'm going to do something a little different this year for that. So I'm not planning on doing tokens. So we'll see how that goes. But we did have a token for every affiliation. All but just a few were played. I think it was like Sentinels and Inhumans and maybe one other that didn't get played. So
Right.
yeah, we had people coming out of the woodworks that were like, "Hey, I want to go to this," and they drove from quite a ways away. So it was pretty cool. Oh boy, Eric just scored a bunch.
Commanding lead. Hmm.
He only needs three more to finish this out. I think he's got this control as long as Hulk doesn't go bonkers. All right. I do kind of like the subtlety of Eric's. I never noticed before. So there's 6 rounds. He's got a D6 with numbers, and he's been rotating it to match the round it's on, rather than just the square. It's a nice little Eric touch.
Doubling the accuracy. So there's
There
no
we go.
discrepancy.
My problem is I'd probably have some inconsistency. I'd probably have a 3 there, and it's round 4, and be like, which round is it again?
I would just lose my token, and I would ask my opponent what the score was. I'm just trusting you at that point. You tell me what we're playing.
All right. Bill flips. Boy, I
Nothing
think you
special
go
too.
first with Blade here, right? Because it's...
Yeah.
Oh, is Eric have priority now?
Oh, he does. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Asking about some of the storm and if anybody flies, nobody does. Um,
He probably just dedicates those energy attacks towards Blade since he can't reroll energy attacks.
well, and throw that
Obviously,
eyeball at somebody because he doesn't
yeah,
have brace. So that's just money in the bank. Does Blade have a token? Blade does have a token.
he does. Yeah.
Um, I think you kill Black Hat first, so she doesn't take anything from you. Or maybe Blade. Oh, here we go. Looking for bingo squares again. The important part of CarlCon. So they're talking about hot potato, which is one of our bingo squares. Let's see, I threw it up on the screen. An extract is held by 3 or more models in a round. So they
Nice.
threw. So they're marking off hot potato, and that's a fun one.
And see, I love this aspect. I mean, even though as a player, I'm sure it might be a little tough to accept that the board state's not great and you're not in a winning situation, but there's definitely still fun to be had at these
I mean,
games.
Ryan's winning in his alternative win
Yeah,
condition, right? He's
yeah,
setting it
absolutely.
up and he's going for it. So I love it.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah, Eric and I are now colluding, coming up with ideas for CarlCon 2 and seeing what new ideas we can put on the board. There's some I want to reuse, some I don't. I want to see if I can come up with a few new ideas. We'll see what ends up happening. We got some time, but it should be fun to see
I
what
mean,
we come up with.
you got a lot of free time on your hands too. I mean,
Oh
it's not like
yeah.
you're running any sort of big mod online that we all depend on for games. So
And I've got other obligations, and I've still got a dozen models I want painted, and things like that. But
you don't need to do that. It's what you commissioned for. It's fine.
that was one of the other prizes that was well regarded at CarlCon. Is a couple of the local painters said they would donate painting one model for somebody. So we had coupons for one
That's
painted.
awesome.
Those go really fast. They were probably taking the first 5 because there's some people that don't like painting, or they know the paint jobs are good from the names they saw, and so that was real fun.
Right.
We've already got prizes in the CarlCon prize box for 2024, which includes some AMG alternative range tools, the ones from Adepticon last year. So those will
very
be fun.
nice.
Yep. Ooh. So we got 100 into Blade. Didn't get the trigger.
Doesn't get the trigger. Yeah.
I think he needs a skull that he missed. Oh no, it's crit hit wild. He missed the crit. Yeah, check that size 3.
Yeah, chuck the eye.
All right, there goes that eyeball.
Mm-hmm.
You can see that the eyeballs are made out of XPF foam. The hot blade, that insulation foam board.
Very creative.
And Blade's off the board. So that actually reduces Hulk's mobility too. So rather than being up in Emma's face next round, he's going to have to probably take a move action.
Yeah. Still got that extract on him as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's got to drop the Blade's extract.
And is CarlCon an LVO qualifier this year again?
We got it confirmed. 2024 is LVO qualifier. That's all lined up.
Awesome.
And we even got a fancy Longshanks championship badge now for whoever wins will get a little icon next to their name for the year. So we're having some fun with that.
I think me and you can agree, as I'm sure he'll be watching the video eventually, but we can't let the defending CarlCon champion win this coin and title.
I agree.
We'll never get
to collude against this one. So
Yeah.
we'll leave it available for no spoilers for anybody watching the series. But yeah, we want to stop that champion from doing it again.
Cancer to the community. We can't let this happen. You know who you are. You know who you are.
Spoilers for 5 months ago.
Yeah.
All right, the eyeball's gone. Ego's unhappy. Can't see, can't smell.
Now I really can't intervene.
What's happening now? Is Ego gonna defenestrate something? Oh, if she can hit that,
You can,
hit
yep,
wild, then Hulk's in real
bring
bad
him
shape.
in and then blast him out. Yep.
Do you bother bringing him in on the risk? Hit wild, walk him away.
Oh yeah.
Yep. All he wanted was the trigger. That's usually all you want.
Right. I think he's batting 1,000 with hitting those triggers today.
Yeah, he's getting 3 or 4 of these already.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this. We can get a beautiful look at that purple Hulk paint job, which I think is a fun one. I hadn't seen a purple Hulk before this event. And the Eye Hulk's such a good model, sculpt-wise, that he just looks really great. You don't have to be a master painter to make him look really fun.
Right.
That said, mine's still gray or primed. I haven't gotten
Ooh.
paint on him yet. Oh, he's going to defenestrate
Defense
Wong.
Wong. What did he do to you?
It's actually, I keep correcting. It's hands off, and then if he hits
Hands
the
off.
wild, it's defenestrate.
Right.
And he's being defenestrated.
By Wong.
And die from the throw.
Uh-huh.
She's a fickle lady. When she doesn't like you, she just lets it go. And
Oh, she'll let you know. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I got to spend her 6 times in one game with her once. It was a little silly.
Ooh. I'm sure that was fun for one person.
Yeah, yeah. Well, Eric. Does he have any? No more. I guess Wong's gone. There's Hulk still goes, but he's still on the moon. Yep.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, they're correcting the paranoia. Perfect. At least we got there. He can walk. The gamma leap. Then I'm still not sure how close he is.
I don't, yeah.
He's way far out there.
What's he got lined up? Oh, is he thinking about Gamma Drain? Oh no. It looks
What's
like
the card?
Face Me. I think he's got
Oh,
Face
face
Me.
me. I like this.
That, yeah.
Gamma leap.
Gamma
face
Leap,
me.
Face Me, brings her closer. She doesn't have
Oh,
enough power to hands off again, does she? I don't think so.
Doesn't look like it.
I'd feel really bad if she hit the the advanced trigger off of that. The backfire in your face. And the attack is optional.
It's true. Oh, he does have defenestrate power.
As he should, as he should.
Hell yeah.
Oh, he does have the power for the
I love
spender. Oh no.
Yep, he can use the spender.
Uh-huh.
Oh, crit, come on, he's gonna
Looks
get the wild.
pretty healthy.
Oh, missed the wild. I mean, it's not a winning play from Ryan anyway, but I still love it.
Right, yeah. He just
Because he
wants
even
to get
said,
back
let's
in the
have
swing
some
of
fun with
things.
it. So maybe he
Right.
can beat up Emma a little.
Attaboy. No, he's gonna go for the kill.
Yeah, yeah. There's no points anymore.
Right.
It's just saying, Emma, you made me mad. Hulk not like pretty lady.
Both of them are checking to see if there's any possible bingo squares to be marked
Oh,
off.
yeah, priorities here in the bingo. Hey, they got the Uno
There we
card.
go.
I did. You could hear out throughout the event as things were getting later. People would yell out Uno across the thing or something
Yeah.
silly like that. Got kind of wild.
They definitely get more emphatic the more beers that are consumed.
Yeah. Well, I think they're calling this game. This one ends up.
Yep.
Eric ends up scoring 20 to Ryan's 6. Eric moves on in the event, and the bingo continues. So I think we'll call it here. Ron, thank you so much for joining me. And
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah. All right. I'll catch you next time, and thank you.
See you guys.